Hi folks, Chris here of Strata Art Studios. Have you ever been working on one of your carvings and you found it just a little too small to comfortably and securely hold on to? When I first started carving in wax, I had that issue all the time. I broke and pieced together waxes more often than I care to remember. No one ever told me of any different way to do things than what I was, other than possibly cutting the wax much larger than you need it for the job so that you would actually have something to hold on to. And like most of the jewelry techniques that you learn, the more securely and firmly that things are held so that it won't move, the better your finished product will be. The idea that I came up with after trying double-sided tape and a bunch of other ideas was I took some injection wax and created it's probably about an eighth to a quarter-inch layer of wax on the end of a piece of wood. This particular one that you see in the video just happened to be a little chunk of driftwood that I had found and picked up and brought back to the shop one day. Grabbed my carving knife, did a rough whittle to turn it into a handle, applied the wax to the surface, and voila, you have a little wax holding device for working on your small carvings. Once you have that solid layer of injection wax on the surface of your handle, let it cool good so it's solid, and then just by a little bit of heat, remelt the surface, and then apply whatever it is that you're going to carve to it. I normally let the wax that I've just melted start to cool and not quite solidify, but enough that it's not going to really bond with the carving wax. The first melt of that injection wax and then cool off isn't hot enough to melt the two waxes together. It's just creating that little formed cushion to hold it. And then once it's sitting there, using a little butane torch, Bunsen burner, whatever you have as a heat source, just melt two, three, four little spots in the wax and run it up to and touch your carving wax to create little secure points. And as you're about to see, even with a nice, secure, solid handle and everything working correctly, you can still stress out the wax that you're working on and break it. But that being said, it's just a matter of now heating up your melting tool enough to reattach these two pieces together. And as you see, the carving wax broke at the weak points, but the base that was attached to the handle is still nice and solid. So now you get to the point where everything is done. You're ready to finish up and take it off of your handle so that you can move on to spruing it up and casting it. Well, that is simply just a matter of going back in with your scribe, your knife, whatever tool that you like to use, and cutting or removing the little hot connection points that we put on originally. And once those are cut away from your wax carving, then it should just simply pop off away from the handle without any problems unless, of course, your wax was a little on the hot side when you put the two together originally. So as you can see here, once you have those connection points cut away, it just pops off nice and clean. The wax that's on the handle, you want to use a different type of wax, one that's going to melt at a lower melting point than your carving wax for the best results. I hope that this helps you out. That's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now. Until the next one.